We have some stunning news right now. Fox News is now saying that Donald Trump was steamrolled in this summit by Vladimir Putin. Fox News' Jacqui Heinrich was speaking to the cable network, and she said from the Anchorage, Alaska, that it was a very unusual press conference for a number of reasons. Number one, the United States is the host country, but Vladimir Putin spoke first, and that had the press scrambling to find their headsets because he was speaking in Russia. Then she went on to say that it seemed as though Donald Trump, the president of the United States, was steamrolled by Putin. Putin got his photo next to the president and just left, and no one was able to ask any questions. This is stunning when Fox News, Donald Trump's literal favorite news network, is saying that he got steamrolled. That's how you know this was bad. There is no ceasefire deal. Putin got what he wanted, and, well, here we are.
All right, this is where the leaders met as they walked out. The drama of that moment will always be seen because they were trying to get a deal, but they actually didn't get a deal. But look at this, walking on this red carpet in between these F-22s, how kind of dramatic that is and what message that sends. The bottom line, though, is they didn't get a deal. They agreed to some things, but it doesn't seem like a ceasefire is one of them.
Just very unusual, atypical, and I think we're all awaiting, the readout because the way that it felt in the room was not good. It did not seem like things went well, and it seemed like Putin came in and steamrolled, got right into what he wanted to say, and got his photo next to the president and then left. Of course, that is only the piece of the picture that we have right now, and certainly President Trump, who is the host and who is the president, would not want to, I think, enable something that would make him look weak. But we are eagerly awaiting to hear the background on that. And I will also note that we didn't see any sort of scowls on the faces of the likes of Steve Witkoff or Secretary Rubio or any of the other members of the U.S. delegation. And I think had it been concerning, we might have seen something there. But just to paint a picture for you.
So yesterday, Donald Trump flew to Anchorage, Alaska, promising to broker a peace in the war between Russia and Ukraine. But instead of diplomatic breakthrough, the world witnessed what many are calling a humiliating defeat, with Vladimir Putin walking away the clear winner. So it seems Donald Trump failed to actually broker the deal, or he was going just there for the show off. So welcome back to the channel, where we break down world politics you won't see explained this way anywhere else. So let's dive in, guys. So Trump entered the summit brimming with confidence. On the plane, he told reporters the war in Ukraine has to stop, and boasted that America is the hottest country economically, giving him leverage over Russia. He even floated controversial ideas like territorial swaps, while insisting he wasn't negotiating on Ukraine's behalf. So what was he negotiating on which country's behalf? Because the deal was to be brokered between Russia and Ukraine. You know what? And whatever happened there, we want to unmask it, because Trump or Putin humiliated Trump very bad. Okay, but when two leaders finally sat down in Anchorage, everything unraveled. So according to Fox News, white correspondent Jacqui Heinrich, Putin broke protocol, taking the microphone first, speaking in Russian, and delivering what she called a diatribe about US-Russian history. Then he left suddenly after getting his photo up with Trump. No deal, no agreement, just a show-off of dominance. So when Putin grabbed the mic, speak fast, continue to brag about Russia, it shows some disrespect that this guy has over Trump. I've seen comments like, if Donald Trump was a president, there could be no war. So there's a Trump spin versus critics. So afterward, Trump told Sean Hannity that a lot of progress has been made. despite no concrete results. But critics include his former national security advisor John Bolton say Putin got exactly what he wanted. No new sanctions, no commitment, and no accountability for his invasion of Ukraine. Trump, they argued, walked away empty-handed. Yeah, it's true, Trump walked away empty-handed because he didn't broker a deal. The same time when they're having that meeting, they're having peace talk. Putin is bombing Ukraine. Putin is sending drones, is sending bombers to Ukraine. So this shows how this man, is not ready to actually negotiate to find a peace. You know what? In tops of all the embarrassment, and then there came the moment that really set social media on fire. Camera captured Trump walking unsteadily on the red carpet in Alaska, struggling to keep straight line. So viewers compared it some intoxicated or disoriented. Now, at 75 years old, Trump has been diagnosed with chronic venous insufficiency, a condition affecting mobility, and in his frequent slurred words and historical gaffes, and the whispers about his mental and physical decline grew louder. Have you guys known about the conditions or the symptoms of a cognitive decline? Trump is literally, giving it a clear view that he's suffering from that, or he is, I think the last time, medical reports were cooked. Yeah, they were cooked. Then, despite all this, Republicans are praising Trump called assertive posture. But Democrats and international observers call the Alaska summit a diplomatic disaster, with no ceasefire in Ukraine, no promises from Russia, and Trump issuing vague threats of severe consequence. The US-Russia relationship remains tense, and Ukraine remains caught in the middle of the fire. So Trump was threatening before this meeting that if they don't walk away with a deal, there will be very bad consequence between Russia and US. His basing is like threats with the fact that maybe US is generally economically advantaged over Russia. But did that happen? So what do you think? Did Trump get outplayed by Putin, or it's just part of the bigger strategy we just don't see yet? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you found this breakdown useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.